the fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Johnson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded at the 7. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Ready to break. 57's run. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Set go.
On 1st and 10. Denny. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Let's get the 33-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get that quarterback. Hey, Delta. No, check that. We got Mike 52.
Here's the 2nd and 7. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here is Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
50 points. Second at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bishop. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Bravo.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey. High 7. You don't. Ready?
From the gun, Diddy. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins will start their drive at the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. On 2nd down, Eckler. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, come on,
This is a counter play. Eckler, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, Denny. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Trubisky. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
We got 3.
Now it's Trubisky. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Cannon. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Open is Powell. That's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On the ground, it's Eckler. Oh, some strong running. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Eckler. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
52's the line. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Echo.
No, check that.
Hit it.
To throw on 3rd down. Denny. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run here with Eckler, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 4.
Fire.
Back to throw. Denny, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. As his guys are in for 6. As they are now on the board here in the first half. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting.
And his first carry, he loses the football. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Go, lady! Better break. You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Lock in, lock in.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Completes it to Powell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Into the secondary again. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Denny, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Back to throw. Denny. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Throwing to start the drive. Denny is going to into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Play action. Now Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what you're...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
15 line. 15 line. Smooth. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. I got you. I got you. Go. Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. Like, hey, exit. 52. Hey, defense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Denny. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Ready? 52. Mike 52. Ready?
It's Eckler again. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At their 49-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to Johnson again. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. Well, this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a toss play to Eckler. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Hey, Haywood! 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. Double dog, that's the way.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Denny is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now this throw caught left side, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Trubisky now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Trubisky now off the bootleg. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing here, Trubisky. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines.
I got you, boy.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43.
Hey, Orbit,
Trubisky to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Hines. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Trubisky picked by his former teammate, Adrian Amos.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They started on the ground with Eckler. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Jerome Baker in on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Denny. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bishop. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A gain there of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Ready? Throwing again. Denny. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's not going to get me.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
A 32-yard snap.
The kick by Maher is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines, but it'll be 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Bound to lose one.
Let's go, let's go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Again, it's Trubisky. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hines. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go, go, go.
Trubisky will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Go, go. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50.
They'll look to throw. Powell on the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52 all day. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Denny. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Taking it about the 16. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Hey, Charlie.
Run.
Hey, 18. 53, Mike.
Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky over the middle, complete. It's Powell. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
53, hey, Alpha. 53, Frankie Rick. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Throwing now is Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cannon. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Trubisky. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Hatchet, hatchet. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
The handoff, it's Eckler. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Here we go. 50, plant. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't nothing.
On the give, this is Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Mike, 53.
Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield.